of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. And only in Tennessee do you get a sight like this. Not only are the end zones checkered, so too the crowd, a mirror image to prove that they will give their all for Tennessee. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Tennessee Volunteers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium with over 101,000 fans in place is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go right back to him. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Third down play from the gun. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude can throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
The Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Running inside. It's Bishop. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
They kick it away on 4th down. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. on inside. It's Knight. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Throwing, Imaliava. Using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Imaliava from the gun on 3rd down. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll try to do it himself. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Gets away from one. Finds some space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Here's the Imaliava to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the 1st down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Gets away from one, finds room. Finds some room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bruins.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Gonna run it. It's Bishop. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, a nice 2nd effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The Volunteers will call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's loose. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tennessee. Once he got some room, it was over.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Running inside. It's Knight.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Iamaleava throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses, too, throwing it. You've got to be able to make good...
There's a crease.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. So here is the Tennessee offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this secondary.
The offense changing the play. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Volunteers decide to punt it away. Really needed to get some distance on that punt from this spot on the field, and he did. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed. There he goes to the left. He's at the 10, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UCLA!
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
And he tacks on the extra point. takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Nothing the receiver could have done on that play, guys. You're not expecting the ball to be thrown behind you like that, especially in the quick game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to adjust the pattern. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. This time it's complete. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. Looking to throw for it. Gets it to the back. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Punt is in the air. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Slips through the line. And there he goes. Touchdown, Bruins. Special teams proving to be special.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32. Great place to start for this offense. The run inside. It's Knight. Takes it the other way. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Moving out of the pocket. Going for 6. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. So now it's second and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Finding some room. Picks up the first down. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
I mean, what a huge game for this offense. You're always trying to find ways to get your playmakers in space. And when you create a hole like that, Palmer, good Lord, anybody's going to be able to run through. Then he just keeps chewing up those yards, makes the big play.
He's a difference maker, David, and it gets better as the game goes on. So that's great news at this this juncture to kind of rip off a big run like that, but this is a guy that builds momentum as he goes. I'd be force-feeding this guy more as the game goes on.
And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Flushed out of the pocket. Firing to the right, complete.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
He locked up and held on to bring him down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fellow? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown ball. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Throwing, Imaliava. Pulls it in. It's Matthews. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Bruins peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to going for it all. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Looking for more room. He's inside the 40. Inside the 30. The 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Volunteers. Extra point here will tie the game. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more snap coming before halftime. Here's the Imaliava to throw. Here comes the heat. He's going for the big play. Upstairs he's got it. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with a look at the Pitt Panthers taking on the number 13 team, the Virginia Tech Hokies. And it's Pitt able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings.
UCLA will
this team, who now gets to 5-1 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. There's some room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
That's another big run, and that's not surprising, honestly, guys, considering how much success he had in the first half. He was running wild against this defense, so let's not change anything. Let's just go back out. Let's pound the rock, pound the football, and really threaten this defense and force them to have to tackle us.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got it in the middle. It's Grove. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Iamaleava makes the grab. It's Knight. Still on his feet. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Bruins go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the grab. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do, because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl.
He just carries him face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Third down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Third down in the gun, Iamaleava. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Now on the move. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Running inside, it's Bishop. Could be an alley. Running through contact. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Imaliava. Looking long. Makes a grab down the left side. Running free. All the way. Touchdown, Bruins.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top, because this guy's speed is a problem.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little... Dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The run inside. It's Bishop. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They give it to him again. Bounced off his feet.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got him. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Vols will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Here's Iamaleava to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
And almost another interception for this defense. They've been picking him off like crazy. They've shut down this passing attack, creating so many big plays. This defense is dialed in, locked in, and really creating havoc for this offense.
Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless. It's been careless. They've got to do a better job of being smart with the football.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Fourth down, Iamaleava. Oh, they're after him. He slides past the first down marker and picks it up on 4th.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. He'll run it again. Hard running there. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Iamaleava. Pocket breaking down. And it's a sack.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their first sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
And, man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Get the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down, and life is much better. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down, and life is much better. Oh, he wants it all. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Iamaleava to throw for it on 4th. They've got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Running inside, it's Bishop. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A nice luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He wants to take the top off. He's got it right on the field.